won't be turned around. This world from dragging me down. Yeah, stand my ground. What's up, everybody? I don't know if you can hear it because I have it on the headphones. I don't think they're attached to this phone, so I can hear it. But obviously, you can't talk to me, so you can chat. So no need. So a little excitement here. Let me show you what's going on here. I gotta dig that hole out there and find out why the water's coming every time I do a washing. Oh, this one's way there. Well, sorry. Ow. Put it right there, I think. Yeah, real quick. Ow. All right, good enough for now. How y'all doing on this Saturday? I'm always fixing something. I'm not reading your chat right now. I'll read it in a minute. I'll figure out where this water's going here. Yeah. Not a clue why it keeps coming back out here. Other than the pipe is the wrong pipe. That's what happened to you by 1970s, 50s, 60s, whatever it is. How you get this stuff. Like a Britney. Ah! Thorns. Bougainvillea. Oh, there it is. So, the water. I gotta get a poker. I'll be right back. Gotta get a poker. I don't know what the heck they put here. I think it's just totally collapsed or clogged with something. Be right back. Hold on. I'm Mr. Not Fix It. All right, let's see what's down in there. Yeah, there's water there. I'm gonna dig all this area out. Dang pots of shit. Let's see if anybody's here yet. Say hello to you real quick. Hang on. Keep that in the ground. Nobody asked. I didn't advertise it. Okay, here we go. Do some digging, bull. Yeah. I don't even know where this thing is going in here. I don't think I've ever dug it out. And these are good shovels, these little beveled skinny sheds, I like to call them. That's all the way over there. But why is it? Let's see. I think it's just the water coming out of here that's supposed to go down and behind it. Let's see here. I get the dang thorn out of here before I hurt myself. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to go down in there, but that looks clogged as well. I can see this. Let's see. Why does it have that? Something's not making sense to have two pipes here. I just don't understand why you'd have two pipes here for one. How's everybody doing there? Sorry, I can't see your comments right now. I gotta do some digging. Yeah, what's going on here? It looks like That just needs to be sealed off, more or less. Let's get the digger here again. I think. Yeah, let me get closer for you. Let's see what you can see now. Yeah, right down there, where the hole is behind that black pipe. I'm gonna put my finger on it. Black pipe here, and the hole there and there. It's supposed to go just down in there. I don't know why there's another pipe in there. But the water's already up to the top is the problem I don't like either. So maybe it's just a pressure thing. It's clogged with something there too. Let's see. You see how that is supposed to hold it down, but it ain't doing nothing. Unless it just came up somehow because of heavy rain. All right, I want to be able to try to get the back here and see what's going on over here. If there's any hole behind here, it's just that. No, that looks solid. That looks solid. Let's go here. Get all that out of the way. Gotta learn the hard way sometimes. But digging first this. No, this is good here. Okay. All right. So that's good. I think this needs to be set back down in there. It's all solid concrete here. It might just came up for some reason. I gotta put something here so people don't step on it too, I think. Once it keeps filling it up. That took it over there. I know there's sand going down there, but it stops here though. The thing. I don't know. I think I just maybe you set it back down there because that don't look like any other holes or anywhere than there. And the problem is, the water's come up to here, which ain't good either. I'll give you a lot of room to work with here. There's like a lot of stuff down in there. I don't know. Anybody know how this stuff works? It looks like it goes down there, but I like the water comes out of here though. You know what? I gotta go inside, I think. I look at the pipe there. That water's supposed to come right out of there and down there. Maybe that, I don't know. Wondering if it's clogged up in there with stuff. I might have to call somebody because it'll be a lot of figuring out shit. Might have to redo this whole thing. At least give me an idea what the hell's going on down here. Because that's pretty high with the water. It's just going to come right back up and flood here. I don't understand why there's a pipe in a pipe. Anybody know anything about plumbing? What kind of hibbity stuff is this? The pipe in a pipe. And the water's all the way up there. All right, I'll bring it back. I gotta run the water again and see how much water comes out of that to know if it's clogged or. D. We're gonna need some water here. I bet, yeah. I'm gonna get some water on here. Yeah, it's tough. I am tiger, it's the cream of the pie. I mean, what? All right, be back again. Hang tight, gotta see the water flow. You don't use this one? I'm back. Put on me. Digging the hole still. All right. We're going to see how the water flows here in a little while. Alright, we're gonna leave that for a little while. I can get some laundry done, and then we're gonna go back and see where the water flows. Depending on if it comes out of one versus the other and how much. If I can patch that concrete new, okay. Put a little board there. Just let it disintegrate inside of it. Put the board underneath. Put the concrete on top. Seal the hole. And then just kind of cut it out later. If that don't work, then you got to take probably that pipe out, I think. Which that's going to be something I ain't going to do. I pay somebody to, because they're going to have to take off the pipe. Oh, shoot. The pipe over there down the ground, see it, to here. And put either one or two nips in. And then, provided that that is good, I'm going to have to suck that out there. I have to clean that out the way. All the shit. And then hope it doesn't have a crack, because if it does, then you got to have that fixed. So they'll know once they fool with it. Now we're going to move on to something else here. Here, along there, on those rocks, I want to soften up the dirt. So now the tiller, I used this edger. I got it fished over like $20. Lagging digger, and chopped it along the outside of the growing over and under into all that. Cause you'll see when I'm done. Some of this stuff is not what it's supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be there. So I'll show you the poor man's version. Oh man. Should be good. Let me get that right now. No, I should do it. Yeah. Yeah, this is the. Forgot you can look at it over here. I'm learning this stuff. Leave me alone. Hey. There we go. How do I change that? There. I guess I can do it right here. Yeah, alright, so now I can see that that's working. That and that. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, basically, let's see here. See the edger, has a blade right in there. On the side. There we go. Okay. Maybe I'd chop this shit. I'm paid $20, then probably brand new, 100. Heck. Go back and get more that be that. See that for a little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. As you see, I always have fun. You want gigging it up? Doing this stuff right here. Just right here. Gotta switch it around. Yeah. Yeah. As you can see, I'm always having some fun. This house is older than dirt. So I'll be here till I'm dead. That's something happens with this channel. Just to let you see what I'm doing on Saturday. I ain't sitting around doing nothing or whatever. Do as much as I can, you know. So yeah, when you ain't got money, improvise. That there, when the laundry done, we're gonna see how that is. May come back to that on a non-live video. You need a new water softener. Anybody got $3,000? That dang thing took a dump, and that'll ruin your pipes in no time. Had to add that to the list of things I'm gonna loan this out for. Just put a whole bunch on there and see how much they'll give, and pay. I'll be DoorDash, Instacart, and Grubhub, and all of them. At night, actually during the day, I'd be trying to sell items, all types of things. I'm gonna be working my behind off. How'd they kill him? They worked him to death. Anyway, you know, I didn't have nothing when I was younger. Parents had house. Now I guess I'm having fun more than I did before. Lived in another area for a while, about 50 miles away from here. Didn't really like the city because it wasn't for me. It's all right, but just not. I'm a country boy. I like to visit the city and have fun. But went back and visited PA two times. Didn't want anything of that. Oh, let me show you this fun here I had. Talk about fun. Tried cutting that crap with the handsaw. I should have videotaped that. Because I had a chainsaw, it died. Then I tried with a regular saw without the electric or anything, and you know, and I was like, that's too much. You'll be there forever killing yourself. And besides, these things get thorny. And you see all them little thorns in it. You get all scratched up like Pinhead from Hellraiser. So then I said, I got a long saw. I was like, well, that don't work good because they're too flimsy and they shake around, you know. Not all of them are thick enough to support themselves, so they bend all over. So, okay, that ain't gonna work. So I said, I got a chainsaw. It's electric. That thing don't work for only certain branch. I think it's just gone, or else the blade I got is no good. I don't know. And I was like, well, I'll just use that till it's gone and leave that at that. So I use a handsaw to cut everything. Now I'm good. Now I can just, you know, do it every so often. Anything gets too big. Until I can get a chainsaw, and I need a hedge clipper. I look at a new electric one. You know, instead of all that stuff, you know. I was like, I think I need to get that instead. So it's real meaty, and you can go through it really long, like 2.5 foot bar or whatever you want to call it, and just go. And I think it's even lighter than the gas one, but it's not gas. I don't know why people call it gas. It's gas and oil and a mess. Stinks and hot and everything else. This would be a lot easier. I know people think, what about when the power's out? You put it in your damn car, fool, and charge your batteries and go. You know, even I can figure that one out. So yeah, I got stuff growing here a little bit. Check that out here. Oh, I think I've been muted. I don't know what happened. Oh well. You got a 1930s video. Anyways, what I was saying before is all that stuff I had to cut here with the handsaw. Because everything else I tried, long manual saws and other stuff, just scratch you to death. So I don't know if that's weird. It was still, I don't know if I was, I guess, I don't know what that, happened. I thought I still hear myself before that, so I don't know. YouTube been acting weird lately, man. Home screen, you know. I see that going some something. I don't know why I started all this. It's sawgrass. You put it in your soup or something, and got some pots over there, different stuff, and stuff around the front, growing like green onions and different kind of mushrooms and peppers and well, over there not right now because we had a cold snap. I have to grow back. We did have some. Of course, I can show you different kind of eggplants, smaller ones, Thai style. You know, stuff like that. Once everything starts blooming again, maybe in spring, I think it will. I'll show you what's on it. Other than that, you just cut it and put it in stuff, you know. Cut it and put it in stuff. So a little insight, like I said, to, you know, the place. I know people are going to find me, as I said, heck with it. You want to get popular, you're going to have to show them. They're going to come try to murder you in your sleep anyway. Whatever. I'm just kidding. So, yeah, you can be jealous for those of you that live in an apartment for the rest of your life. Whose problem is that? Whose fault is that, you know? No matter what, if you really want it, you can do it. I could have had it easier, so I'm kind of suffering anyways because I didn't do jobs I could have took back in the day. I said, I don't want to, so now I have to pay for it, whatever. I got a wife. I'm getting old. I'm trying to enjoy life, doing things I haven't done before, and that's it. I don't want to do anything else. I might travel a little bit, but I'm good. I'm headed for up there, baby, in the skies when the skies part and the God comes down and fools know. Put down that marijuana, moron. Or you're going to be wanting to go somewhere and you ain't going. Telling you, it's a straight and narrow path. I've been fighting with that my whole life. You know? Fighting with that my whole life. Not marijuana, but I mean like drinking or other things. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm some saint, you know? I have to constantly remind myself and do whatever it takes to keep away from everything every day. It's not easy. When you're used to only that, even though I went to church, I didn't care about it. I was like, F that. I didn't care about it. From 4 years old, I wanted to serve Satan. Tell you the truth, you know. I just got in there, and people back then didn't know how to do stuff like they do now. Correct it earlier. Kill them with kindness, you know. All right, this video is going pretty long. Here's a half hour of how much fun I have to have. I don't even know if I'll fix that. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll videotape, maybe I won't. You know, probably gonna have to pay somebody to dig all that crap out and redo. I should have done it when the well got done, but whatever. Should have added that in there. Should have them look at it at least. I didn't know until now. I don't know if it ever was like that. I just never was around at the time. You know, if you're not around, that's another thing. You know, cameras are a beautiful thing, folks. Not just for fooling around on your damn gay ass YouTube stuff. Reality. It's one would give you a light. I don't care if YouTube like. I think you suck it. Go to Spotify or somebody else and make money. It's all the same crap. You know, they know it's coming. That's why they're hustling to make stuff better because they're going to be losing a lot of people. Joe Rogan said, "Suck it," and went to Spotify. You know. So anyway, figured give you a little insight. You know, hopefully maybe someday if I can pay off this early, I can sell it and go somewhere else. You know, I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, I figured I'd show you more insight on my life. You know, I'm not having fun. I have to do all this crap here. I don't want to do it, but it's just life. You see, I got an apartment. Oh, yeah, and you got to wait for a landlord who don't give a crap about you. Shit all busted up. Yeah, you know how that is. I don't care how much money you spend. They don't care, you know? So, what do you value in life? People say, oh, I ain't got that. Well, I'm like, how many drinks are you going to have? How many cigarettes are you going to have? That's why you ain't got shit. And if you got it, you want more. I don't want to live in this quarter-acre lot. This is a small-ass, hole-in-the-wall, redneck piece of shit. This ain't no paradise to me. Paradise is acreage. Staying the fuck away from somebody. And I said it right the first time. I don't care if you don't like it or not. I'm sorry. But Satan is that word and all the other curse words, all right? You want to defeat it? You ain't just going to church. You got to do things yourself. So I'm really figuring it out real soon here now. I'm going to be struggling, but for what? I want to have a better place. I know, and that's why I got to get a SUV and not some stupid car trying to shove groceries in the back. I'm going to videotape that shit soon. Don't worry. Don't you fret. I'll show you how much it sucks. British. We'll play that song every time I get in and out of the car. But anyway, I love y'all for subscribing, unsubscribing, doing whatever you're doing on this channel other than being a fool in the wrong way. Oh, there goes the water. Oh, okay. There goes the water. Oh, it is that pipe. So there it is. Let's show you that. See, it's that big ass pipe on the top. I want that water to come out. See, so it's not going down there. And if it goes down, that's all clogged. So now I know that our pipe's either clogged or not. And they can determine that by taking it off where I showed you earlier. Up in there, pulling off with that, that tie down. And then they have to yank it out this way, like from here over to there. And pull it out from down there. Because I don't think it's fastening down. It's just sitting in there probably. Pull it out. Holy shit. The damn thing fell over. It said, shut up. We know what's got to happen. So, yeah. Well, solve that, I think. So they're going to pull it out, unclog it, and tell me how to clog it. That'd probably be cheaper to start with that. Now, he's probably going to suck everything out of there as well and go down there with a little snake camera and see if there's any cracks. That's what we need to do. And if this ain't as complex as I'm hoping it ain't, then it's just a simple, redoing the thing in the ground. I think that's what I can do myself. I'm going to pay somebody to come out and take a look at it and estimate it. And they should know. Somebody's been doing this shit. Okeechobee boys. Yeah, I got it. No, they know what they're doing. Don't let the hillbilly fool you, or redneck, whatever you want to call them. But then I'll know. And then if I know, if he says, oh, it's just that, what I said, I'm going to do it myself. Dig out all this area here. Yeah, a lot of digging. What else new? Get some plywood and shit like that. Dig a big enough hole, put the concrete in there and support it with stuff a little bit. I probably have to put some plywood in there to keep it from falling too much. Look at that shit, man. Look at that. Look at that. You think I have a paradise? Look at that. It's all coming up. Look like the Addams Family, dude. Yeah. Why do you think I'm doing this YouTube? Yeah, some of us for fun, but some of us for money too, of course. I'm not going to lie to you. Hoping to make something out of this. You think I'm going to be picking up 100 pounds of water for the rest of my life? You're crazy. You can do it too, So, yeah. And then you just have to let it sit. I know what you're thinking about everything else. Yes, I will put stuff over the top. And you have to wait till it dries, and all that crap. And then seal in the top. I have to put some breakaway stuff. Not breakaway, rot away, I call it. It's not that, but you know what I mean. For the top part, I might just make a square one. I don't know if I'll make it round, depending on what is best. Probably square. Be easier. Put that there with the pipe and all. I'll teach you something here if you have a house or give me a house or whatever. And then just every so often, you have to dig that up to make sure everything stays where it is. Another thing that probably has never been done here, that they ain't going to tell you because that's how you make money, is to run a cleaner through that so it doesn't get clogged. I still don't get why they have a pipe in a pipe. I think somebody to fix it before this house wasn't brand new one bought either. So then, we parents didn't get no brand new home, barely afford nothing. I live in trailers and cardboard boxes, well, close to it, cottages, till I turned like about 8 or 9. So yeah, I think I had it great growing up that much. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. So, yeah, and that'll be that. And I'll have a nice little thing. And you could do it to the other way, but I'm not running a pipe way over there and a pump. They have to worry about pumping the water to the septic tank. And you're damn sure you can't put in the fresh water for your house. That's stupid. So now you know. Now I know that that's that pipe. I still know it has to be cleaned out, so fixing the pipe ain't enough. Maybe it'll save it with taking it off and pulling that out and cleaning it. But I don't want to do that today. Well, maybe I could do that today. I don't know. I got to think about that. Is, I gotta take that pipe off, pull that out. Well, maybe I could do that. There's too much water there now to do it, but when that water subsides down, and I have like a 15 gallon, I think it is roughly somewhere around there. Wet dry vac, not the empty, of course, and just I have a little thing on to keep from getting wet. And the other piece, I don't care if it gets wet or not. It ain't gonna be that much. And see if I can't, once I get that pipe out and everything out the way, see if I can't suck everything out of there and it fills back up and it stays. I don't care how high it gets, as long as it don't come over is the thing. That's all I think it is. Because if it was cracked, you would think the water wouldn't come up. So it's just the pipe, because you saw there, the pipe it's got shit down in there. Obviously the concrete cracked, so all the stuff got in there and things grew in there. I think that's what it is, really, honestly, now I think about it. So you got to keep thinking things in your head. And then I'm going to need a big pipe, because that little pipe they tried just doesn't work. If the concrete seal, it does. So for now, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that big ass pipe out of there, pull that one out, clean it out, and then see how much it comes to the top. It might not be big enough for only one load a day. I don't even know, dude. This is something back in the 50s, 60s. I don't know how much washing they did a day. They might have did it like one load a day for the whole week. I don't know. When people custom build stuff, that's another thing when you get into houses that aren't new, or even new, you don't know and you don't ask, you don't check. You have a whole lot of fun. All right, it's going on about an hour. That's enough insight for today. I'll take the results later on. See y'all later.